everybody, my name is Simone and welcome to Simone's Bedtime Stories. Me and my pals are getting ready to sleep and we are going to hear a bedtime story. Hi Daddy, I'm ready.
Hi Simone, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so what story you want?
Mahabharat, we have to finish it.
You have to finish it?
Yeah.
Oh, why do you have to finish it?
Because we can't just leave something without finishing it.
Okay, so where are we now?
When Arjuna gets that big Pashupat.
Powerful weapon from Lord Shiva, right? That's what happened in the previous episode. Yeah. So what are the Pandavas doing now?
Well, they're on their exile for 13 years.
And what are they doing?
And Vedvyas, he said that you have to use these 13 years in a good way so you can train yourself because since he could see in the future there's going to be this big war that's happening.
That's going to happen.
After their exile.
So he see this big war coming and he cautioned the Pandavas.
Are you going to tell me what happens in the big war in this episode?
Not in this episode. It's going to take some time.
Okay.
So basically the Pandavas, are using this time of exile to their advantage, right? I mean, they're, preparing for the war.
They're using that time wisely.
Exactly.
Instead of just sitting around.
Exactly. Yeah. So Arjuna is working on. Arjuna went to Indrakil, come on below Mount Kailash, and did all this tough penance and got this special weapon Pasupat. Now Arjuna, Indra is the king of heaven. So there is heaven,
yeah.
right?
Remember you were telling me the god of fire one, and then Indra, the god of heaven, he put this rain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Indra is impressed with Arjuna, and Indra is inviting Arjuna, hey Arjuna, come over to heaven and spend some time with me. So Indra is inviting, and Arjuna is taking his invitation and going. Right? I mean, Indra flies a special chariot that can fly to take Arjuna to heaven, because heaven is in the it's supposedly above in the clouds or something like that, or even above, right?
In space.
Space, yeah, something like that. So he, Arjuna goes there, and there is, there are a lot of people live in heaven, or at least typically, the story is that people that do good things go to heaven, and the people that do bad things go to hell, and
What's hell?
Hell is where people that do bad things while they live in the earth, they go and suffer there. For example, if they did really mean things to other people, they get beaten up there. And if they do, cheat people, they get again beaten up there. They face all those sentences. If they kill people here, they get really, really bad punishments for all the bad things they do here in the earth, right?
So if you're good, you go to the good heaven. If you're bad, you go to the bad hell.
Bad hell, exactly. So there you go through all these punishments for all the bad things that you did while you were in the earth, right? That is every religion has their own philosophy.
So you have to face that. So
exactly.
You learn your lesson.
Exactly.
But will you ever have a time to go to heaven if you're bad? So you'll never get.
Supposedly you don't get that chance. Yeah, if you're bad, you don't get that chance. But if you're good, treat people nicely.
I'm good.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, see. That's all part of religion, right? I mean, you have to understand the difference between religion and God. Religion is a set of rules put together by people to make sure, when people live in the earth, they do good things, right? And everybody got inspired by, certain God, and they interpreted, God in so many different ways, and they came up with those rules.
And they prayed to God.
Exactly. So that's religion, right? God is this universal consciousness that, if you ask for something with truthfully from your heart, with a lot of focus and a lot of
but
dedication.
You can't just say, God, please give me something like that. You just have to keep sitting there and doing.
You have to show that you want it really, really badly, and you will be responsible if you get it. That's very important. You cannot say, oh God, I want candy, and then go and watch your TV, and then forget about it, and then again, after a few days, oh God, I want another candy. I asked you for candy, and then again go run away, and then go play with your. You have to be intent and focused and ask for it. in a dedicated manner. You have to be focused.
You can just
You cannot
give
just
me candy.
and then run away and then and then again come back and then, oh God, I asked you for candy. Come on, God. It's not like that.
Yeah,
right?
You have to be nice,
Yeah,
respectful.
respectful, and that's all built in the way. At least the Indians and the South Indians live their life. That's why.
When you say South Indians, I keep thinking about South Africans.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you even know what South Africa is?
No.
Then why do you? What does that mean to you when you say South Africa? What does it mean to you?
I just keep thinking that because I just keep sometimes hear that South Africans, South Indians.
Okay.
So I just get confused.
Okay. So that's why if you you probably experience this in Tata's home, right? Tata and Avva's home. They pray God with so much reverence. That means with so much respect.
Yeah, and usually me and one of my friends in India, we go to Tata's place and we pray with him.
Exactly. So that's all part of this thing. So because you have to show your respect for God. Remember I told you God is something like you can think of him as your
great
grandpa. Exactly. And how would you treat your great grandpa if he lives in your home? So you'll be very respectful. You'll be very
When he says, "Can you please get me water?" You'll just go run quick and get him water.
Exactly, something like that, right? So that's what I'm trying to relate God to you for a 8-year-old kid.
So I will understand.
Exactly. So now Arjuna got this invite. Arjuna got this invite from Indra, the king of heaven. So Arjuna is taking that invitation and then going to heaven, and he's amazed to see all these things that they have in heaven. People don't get old in heaven, and people are beautiful eternally. People are so beautiful and they live for hundreds and hundreds of years. That's what heaven is, and everything is so beautiful. Everything is so nice. Everything is, the experience is so good.
Can you ever die in heaven?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So if you're good, you can always stay there for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds
Exactly.
of years, and you'll never ever get old.
That's right, but there are stories where people screwed up. When they were in heaven, they screwed up and they were banished from heaven, and they were forced to, the God says, hey, you're banished from heaven, so you have to go back to earth and then, be born as a human, live in that earth, and then, get rid of your karma, birth karma. That means, whatever mistake you did in heaven, you have to, fulfill, compensate for that mistake, do good things in earth, and then come back to heaven. Remember when we started the story early on, there was Ganges, right? There was Ganga. What was she doing?
She was the Ganges. She was killing the baby.
She married that king, right? King Shantanu. Yeah. And then she said, hey, king, you cannot ask me anything. I'll do whatever I want, and you should not ask me where I am from and who I am. Right? And then she had that 8 babies and the, 7 babies.
Is it good to keep killing?
No. I mean, she had her reason. Right, I mean, this is again, it's a story, and it's a really, really old story, and the culture was different back then.
Like even before the Pandava.
Exactly, that's a really, really old story. Yeah. No. My point is that you asked that question, right? In heaven, don't shake it. So in heaven, you asked that question: do people live there forever? Without death? But the answer to that is no. People don't live there forever. They have to follow certain discipline, and they have to stick to some rules. They cannot do bad things. They cannot cheat people even in heaven. And if they do that, they are banished. So the God of heaven, who is Indra or whoever else, there are powerful sages there. There are powerful, gods, other gods there.
Heaven is like a small village. It's pretty, and they're bad people.
I don't know how small it is. It could be, if it's beautiful and it has a lot of space, then it has to be a reasonably sized. You can say it's a small, reasonably big country type of thing, right? So that's where heaven is, and people screw up. People make mistakes. People, cheat other people or by mistake or by misunderstanding, and then they get banished to earth, and they come to earth and then do their, karma of birth. They compensate for all those things, bad things they did in heaven, and then suffer in earth, and then survive that, and then go back to heaven. That is also possible. So like this, Arjuna is being
then-
invited to Indralok, and Arjuna goes there and he's amazed to see all these things. And he meets another woman there, another beautiful lady there, and her name is Urvasi. And Urvasi likes Arjuna so much, but somehow, Urvasi is really, really old, right? But people there live for a long time, and they look very beautiful. And Arjuna says, "Hi, I'm happy to hear that you like me and you want to marry me, but really, I am like your son because you are such an old woman, technically, right? Mathematically, if I look at your number of years you've lived, mathematically you are much, much older than me, so I'm really, your son." That's what Arjuna says. And Urvashi gets mad. What? What are you talking? I don't like this. And then she curses him. You are going to become a eunuch. You will become a eunuch. And she curses him.
What is eunuch?
Eunuchs are men, but they look like women. See, Arjuna was a great man, right? Arjuna was a warrior. Arjuna was very focused. Arjuna was almost like a king, right? He didn't have the title of king because his eldest brother Yudhishthira had the title, but he was like a king. He did a lot of good things. He saved a lot of people. He's very, he's a warrior.
So
He's a brave guy.
Whatever that's called is, you're a man, but you look like a woman.
Exactly. So Arjuna becomes like a woman, and but what? Turn adversity into what? Opportunity, right? So Arjuna thinks, really, okay, and the years are passing by. Now 13 years they have to live in exile, so they are like, I think it's almost 10 years now, and Arjuna thinks, hey, being this eunuch will really help me, because on the 13th year I can disguise myself really, really well and hide from the who? Kauravas. Who is the leader of Kauravas? Duryodhana. Hide from Duryodhana and Shakuni. Shakuni is also helping Duryodhana to, win this throne by whatever means
But what
they
about,
can.
what if since Arjuna, he can disguise himself so well, what if the Pandava brothers don't recognize him?
Oh, that he can explain. He can always see if you go through something like that. You can always tell your near and dears, tell all the story, and they'll understand. They'll help him, right? So the Pandava brother, even though the Pandava brothers don't recognize him, he can go and tell, hey Bhima, this is what happened. Hey Yudhishthira, this is what happened. Hey, Draupadi, this is what happened. So I'm really Arjuna, but
This is what happened.
exactly. So that's what he was going to do. So he went to Indralok, and then he did all this, and this Urvashi, cursed him to become a eunuch, so he became a eunuch. And after that, Indra was, happy with the Arjuna staying there, and then Indra gives him another weapon called the Vajra. Vajra is another powerful weapon. So Arjuna collects that weapon also, and then comes down to meet the Pandavas. Yeah. So comes down to meet the Pandavas. That's the first part. And then what happens is, so basically these guys are preparing, right? These guys are preparing, what is the next part? I think he gets that, Arjuna gets the Vajra. So Arjuna first got Pashupat, and then Arjuna gets the Vajra weapon. And now, he has come back to the Pandavas. They're all, getting ready to, what was that? See, there is something that I think I missed. Okay, let's keep going. So now these Pandavas are getting ready to go to No. Okay, yeah. The second part is, so now the Pandavas are living in this place called Dvaita Vana. Dvaita Vana is Dvaita forest. Vana means forest in Indian language. It's actually technically, I think it's Sanskrit. So Dvaita Vana, these Pandavas are living, and Duryodhana gets the word. Duryodhana learns, hey, this is like somewhere around 11th year or 12th year. So Duryodhana learns that these people are living in Dvaita Vana forest, and they have disguised themselves as, they're living like ascetics. Ascetics are the sannyasin people. Ascetics are people that have given up everything. They don't, they don't see now. We want to buy this, we want to buy that. We have a lot of desires. Normal people have a lot of desires, right? Desire means what?
Like goals, you want to get this, you want to get that.
Yeah, I want that. Hey, I want that. I want to wear gold. I want to wear this pretty dress. I want to drive that cool car. I want to have this, biggest home ever. I want to have that, beautiful, golf club. I want to have that beautiful watch. I want to have that, fancy shoes, right? So that is desire. So you're materialistically, acquiring things. That is desire. But these ascetics have given up everything. They think, hey, desire is the root cause of all evil. If a person can get rid of desire, then he'll not have any problems. That's what ascetics think. So they give up everything, and then they go and just dedicate their lives to God or some good cause. That's what they do. Okay. And they work on figuring out the truth. They work on what is this life about? What is this what is this body about? What is this soul about? What happens to the soul after
But they
body
need
dies?
to prepare.
Prepare for what?
For the war.
Yeah. I mean, see, they're living in the middle of